I'm Coco.
I'm Miles.
And we're the Boys from the Low, episode 2. Alright, so today we're getting to starting off with Team USA, Noah Lyles. How he said on an interview, NBA champions calling themselves world champions.
Yeah.
So what you think about that, Miles?
I think technically, like, he's right by the textbook definition. That's not a world champ. But in my opinion, like, if we're keeping it real, to me, I think he's, like, wrong to an extent because the top, if you want to win, like NFL, for example, and NBA are kind of in the same category versus soccer, if you want something to prove, you'll win the World Cup, right? To me, NBA, NFL, like, the ring from the NBA and the NFL finals or Super Bowl finals means more than anything else versus a World Cup gets that international recognition. Versus if I get a gold medal, that doesn't mean as much as me winning the championship. So to me, it kind of shows my value.
I agree with Noah Lyles to an extent, but I also say I will agree with Noah Lyles because I agree to the part, the best are in the NBA.
Yeah.
We can say that. But we can also say the best, like Nikola Jokic.
Right.
He's not American.
Right. And
I only feel like the best is in the NBA because of money.
Okay, so I can hear what you're saying. People like Giannis, Nikola, Joel Embiid, right?
Yeah.
They're like 3 of the top, undisputed top 10 in the world.
Yeah.
If you want to win a championship, you got to go through them.
Yeah, but my thing is, it's probably some more people just like them outside the NBA. Not necessarily Nikola.
Yeah.
He don't really care about basketball, and we all know that. Isn't that right?
No, I agree. But where is he playing at? What?
For the money though.
Okay, but he's here. What dude, like, in my opinion, what dude that's going to be a top 25 player is in another country that's not in the NBA? Like, Victor Wembanyama. Like, even though I get what you're saying, like, Jokic is a perfect example. He don't even really care about the NBA. He'd rather be in Serbia doing his thing.
Right on horse.
But he's still here. So, in my opinion, if you want to be, like, okay, right, track. If you want to be the best in the world, you got to go outspring Usain Bolt in there. You got to beat everybody from everywhere.
From Jamaica.
If you want to be the best in the world in basketball, win the finals, because yes, it's in America, but Giannis is here, Jokic is here, Embiid is here, Shai is here, everybody's here.
I think I still agree with Noah because at the same time, yeah, the best might be in the NBA that we know of. You gotta say that we know of. The best is in the NBA, but
Forget about Luka too.
Luka too. The top 4 we just named are not Americans. So let's do like this. They go play on. Let's go Team USA. They go play somewhere else. They're not American.
Right.
Like Luka, he's playing on his team right now.
Yeah.
So he's right. And then let me show you how much of an impact that Noah got on this, or to show that he's kind of right. LeBron James is going to be coming to Avengers right now,
right,
and getting these boys together.
Which I think proves my point that when the U.S. tries, it doesn't. The U.S. got 4th in the FIBA World Cup, which is disappointing. They didn't send out. If they send out LeBron, I think since LeBron said that, we've heard Steph come out, we've heard Devin Booker come out. They're talking about Damian Lillard, Jason Tatum, Kawhi. If they all go to the Olympics next year,
but yeah, then we can prove Noah Lyles wrong and say,
and that's my
world
to me,
champion.
I don't need to see that. I already know that.
But see, this, if you get into the technicalities of it, when you get to the technicalities of it, everybody on that NBA championship team can't really call themselves world champions.
Sure, the 2-3 best players are the real ones contributing.
Real one contributing.
Okay,
Like,
sure.
let's take Denver. Are you gonna call Bruce Brown a world champion?
Yeah, Bruce Brown, yes.
You gonna call Bruce Brown a world champion?
Yeah.
But are you gonna think about Jamal? And
not first. I'm not thinking about him first, but somebody like Bruce Brown, that's a bad example. Somebody like DeAndre Jordan, no. He got a ring, but he ain't really. You know what I'm saying?
Bruce contribute, MPJ contribute.
Yeah.
But you take these boys and put them on Team USA. Against real, like I'm saying.
Right. So when you're putting everyone from Team USA together, the country that they're saying the World Championship doesn't count in is going to destroy it. We've seen it with the Dream Team, the Redeem Team, the 2012 team, the 2016 team. When they try, if I'm telling you right now, if Steph, LeBron, Kawhi, all them boys go out, they're not losing the game.
They're not losing the game.
So
they're going undefeated.
So I think at the end of the day, that proves the same thing. Because now, those people that we can agree are going to go undefeated if they play together, right? Mm-hmm. In order to win the NBA championship, you got to beat all of them. They're not on the same team, but you got to beat them. Now that they're together, they're about to destroy the rest of the world. Because now you're Jokic's of the world, you're Luka's of the world, Giannis's of the world. It's one of them per team. Even if they drop, 35-40, respectfully, the rest of their team's outmatched.
But I can see where Noah Lyles is coming from.
I agree
as
with
a
from
track,
a technical standpoint.
But because as a track athlete, as a soccer athlete, they're right.
Right.
You're not really the best in the world.
That's what I'm saying. Technically, he's right. And with track, there's no argument. I think for basketball and football, it's different because if you want to be the best, you go to the NBA, you go to the NFL. If you want to be the best track runner, it don't matter where you run at. You got to be the fastest. If you want to be the best soccer player, Messi from Argentina, Ronaldo from Portugal, it don't matter where you're at. You got to be the best in the world. Versus NBA, you're on your grind in Europe and Africa to make it to America to prove you're the best in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? So to me, that's just my.
But see, that thing about technicality, I think that only comes to best in the world because USA has the money with the big leagues.
True.
Because at the end of the day, it's three categories. Well, two categories. It's people that love basketball. It's three categories because Jokic really made his own category. It's people that love basketball.
Okay.
It's people that play for the money.
Okay.
And it's people that just want to play basketball. It's different. You just want to play, I just want to hoop, bro.
Yeah, like a J.R. Smith.
Yeah, I just want to hoop.
Yeah.
I love basketball. You got your bronze. I love basketball. Basketball's the best thing. Then there's people that just, bro, I'm getting paid. Bump you, bro, I'm just getting paid. It's them three. So you take the people that just like money hungry. Anybody that want to make it to the NBA, more than likely, bro, your dreams go by your mama house. And to do that, you got to go to the NBA.
Gotcha.
So, like I said, my standpoint, no, allows of saying that, yeah, you're right. You want to be the best, you got to go to the NBA. But I think it's only like that because of money, and Noah Lyles right because you're not really the best in the world. Now, we can say Bron's the best in the world, Jokic the best in the world, Kobe the best in the world. We can say that. But like an NBA champion, we go get a nobody.
Okay, versus with a track gold medal, a relay race, all y'all gotta
do that. Like when track is a point system. Yeah, you be an individual world champ, but say Team USA, everybody has to have a point somewhere to be that.
So for basically a track gold medal requires everybody to be more of a world champ than a
You have to participate. Other than I'm dropping 40, you drop 10.
Okay. Versus we all gotta.
Versus I drop 20, you drop 20. We made it. We both can say
so to get a gold medal for track, you all got to drop.
Yeah, I can get carried in basketball. I can't really get carried in track because it's a point system.
Okay.
I can agree to an extent, like I said, I think Noah Lyles is right, but I also agree with you. The best is in the NBA, but it's because of where the NBA is. It's in America, the one of the biggest money-wise things you can think of.
I can agree to that.
So switching over to that, Coco Guaff.
Coco, I mean, again, American, and she's taking the world by storm. She's the first teenager to win the U.S. Open since Serena Williams was also black and American. And I think a lot of people are trying to make that connection, and the potential's honestly there. I mean, I feel like, the teenager that kind of came up out of nowhere, and who knows, maybe 20 years down the road, we'll be comparing her to Serena with the major record in tennis. So I think we can see some potential there.
I like Coco as a person. I like how she carried herself. I like how she carried as a young black lady. I like Coco personality-wise. Like, I don't know if you've seen the video.
The ref?
With the ref.
Yeah.
But how she just carried herself.
Yeah.
Like, you expect a person like that to get all riled up. But the way she carried herself talking to the ref.
Yeah.
Like, and then you had everybody backing her up.
Right.
But she made a valid point. She even played like fair game. Yeah. I don't care what she doing on her turn. But on my turn, she needs to be ready. Because when I'm ready, I'm ready. Exactly. What she do on her time is cool because it's her turn. But on my turn,
for the ref to not say anything,
she needs to be ready.
Yeah.
So I do agree with Coco. I like how the comparisons being made to Serena. I think she still has growth for her being so young. Yeah. Still. But I do think she can get there.
Yeah. I think my thing is, because even if we're looking at Serena when she was 19, nobody knew she was going to be Serena.
Yeah.
So I think Coco coming after her is kind of inevitable to make that comparison, but She got a long way to actually get there.
You can make it though. Well, I'm not making a comparison, but I do think she can get there. Because like we didn't see Brown come Brown and not Brown in the Michael Jordan conversation.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. So, is she gonna do it? We'll see.
We'll see. Only time will tell for that.
We'll see.
Only time will tell for that. All right, now we'll get into our college football for the week. Bama, Texas, man. Alabama, they was what, number 3?
They were 3.
Versus Texas. Steve Sarkisian, Nick Saban, Todd.
Yeah, that's true. That's Saban true.
How you feel about that?
I'm not surprised. It's actually, I saw a stat. It was Nick Saban's first home loss to a non-conference opponent since he's been at Bama, which is, for it to come to Texas, I mean, to me, it comes down to Jalen Milroe, like I said last week. I don't think he's that quarterback that Bama has been producing the last 4 or 5 years, and I think that showed. I think, me and you were talking about it, I think if you put Bryce Young with that same team, even though you can argue Bryce Young had a better supporting cast, I think if you put Bryce Young on that field on Saturday, they win that game, and Jalen Milroe just wasn't ready. So I think this is the results of that. They're still going to be a good team. They're still ranked 10, top 10. They're going to get a New Year's Six bowl game, but as far as competing for a national championship, I don't think so this year, not with Jalen Milroe.
Coming in, let me see, looking at Jalen Milroe's stats, 14 completions, 27 attempts.
The 50% of your passes? Nah.
2
picks?
255 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2. Now, I will say this. The interceptions he threw
bad picks.
Was bad double coverage picks.
And and I'll give him this too. I understand his first year starter, you make mistakes. You can't throw that one in the fourth quarter.
And then also, 255 ain't completely bad though.
But, not to discredit his 255, his biggest strength as a passer is his deep ball. He's got an arm. So a lot of those 14 completions were deep passes down the field. Versus when we're looking at those incompletions and those picks.
The same thing I said last week. He makes shaky reads.
Exactly.
He makes shaky reads.
And that's why we're looking at 50% of your passes.
And one thing watching that game that I didn't like watching Jalen Milroe was he got bailed out on the third. He threw a touchdown.
Yeah.
And the Texas DB bobbled it and ended up.
Yes.
But it didn't get counted because
I think.
No, it wasn't holding. It was lineman downfield.
Yes, because he tucked it and then threw it. Yes.
See, I caught when he threw it. I said touchdown, but that's a shaky read because that DB is a second back or a little more vertical.
Yeah, that's
another pick.
Right.
That's probably game sealing right there, depending on how that pick turns around. But I still say he has room to grow, but that room to grow or that time for room to grow is coming down where he needs to hurry up and step up. He don't hurry up and step up, it's gonna get real shaky for Bama real quick going against the teams, dropping from 4 to 10. Texas going from 11 to 4.
Okay.
Florida State at 3, looking real good. Georgia and Michigan 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Right now, watching that Bama team versus that Texas, I'm not mad that Texas beat them. Being a Bama fan,
it's the way they lost though.
It's the way they lost, but I'm not mad just because I'm happy that it was Texas and it was Steve Sarkisian. I always have respect for coaches. Steve Sarkisian getting that win cause he barely got out of Saban, the best guy there last year.
Yeah.
So for him to come and get that win, and the quarterback
Quinn Ewers,
he had a pretty good game.
He had a great game.
So I like how Texas. I like how that is. Now Bama. Now do I think Texas gonna stay at that 4th spot? No. I think Texas gonna get a lose down the way.
Well, to me personally, if you beat Bama, who on their schedule are they gonna lose to? If you beat Bama, if they play their best football each and every week, until we get to bowl season.
I still don't think Texas is a team that can just stay undefeated. Well, I can see them just having some kind of upset.
So like 1 week, just an off week.
Just an off week getting a loss.
Maybe. I don't know.
I can see Oklahoma. It's always some kind of. It's always some. You got to.
They play hard. They play hard. Against
like you might see Oklahoma just beat somebody or a team that's better. But certain teams where it's like Georgia, Georgia probably beat Bama now. But till Bama get to them, it probably be some kind of blood fight getting out that win.
And I was going to bring that up too. I think as far as Bama goes with national championship contention, they're not out of it because they got to play Georgia and they got to play LSU. If Bama can turn around what happened this week and they run the table the rest of the way, they can get back in it. I don't trust Jalen Rowe to do that. I don't trust him to be Georgia and LSU down the stretch. And Auburn too. Not saying he won't win some of them, all three.
I think these next couple of games will tell me if Jalen Rowe is.
Okay, who do they play?
Who Bama play?
Yeah.
Bama play. So they have University of South Florida next.
Okay.
Ole Miss after that.
Those don't really show me anything.
Ole Miss will show me something. The only reason Ole Miss show me something is because every year Ole Miss just want to go at Bama.
That's true, but I think defensively they don't have anything. Like Jalen Rowe is supposed to do that. He got to do it against a team like Texas, against a team like LSU.
Something I always like about Ole Miss when they go against Bama, their coaches find a way to game plan for Bama.
Yeah.
That's why I say certain teams will give you a struggle because either the players just want it or the coaches just find some kind of way to game plan for them. Now, what's that? Mississippi State, Texas A&M.
They play Bama hard.
They play Bama hard, but I just think the last 2 years of how much they struggled, Saban ain't finna let that slide third year.
Okay.
Saban just ain't finna let that slide. Arkansas, now Tennessee and LSU back to back.
That's what I'm
saying.
See, now that's what I'm saying. I don't care about Ole Miss. Show me some of those two games.
But I still USF, Ole Miss, Mississippi State, Texas. I want to see how he played building up to that Tennessee game. If you're playing bad or mediocre to them, even like we were having this conversation on the way here. Even if they're winning, like we were talking about the Eagles, 2-0. Even if they're winning,
but he's playing bad. Okay,
you're playing bad. When you get to Tennessee, play bad if you want to. Tennessee don't care if you had a bad day or a good day. They just want to win.
That's my thing. Even though this trend is unlikely, if he's playing bad throughout those first 6 weeks for whatever reason, and then the switch flips, I don't care that he played bad. As long as he shows up against Tennessee and LSU.
If the flip switch, yes. But it has to switch in Tennessee after a 6 game. Your confidence is something there.
It's probably not going to happen. I'm just saying he should be going in the right direction. But realistically, as long as he does it, Tennessee, LSU, that's what I want to see. I don't
Kentucky after that, UTC.
Yes, UT Chattanooga, I think.
Okay. And Auburn after that.
Okay. Those are all games. Again, if they want to make it, you got to win all those games. You got to see Georgia and SEC championship, and you got to beat Georgia, which I don't think Bama got enough this year. Not this year. Yeah. Another thing, Colorado with beating. Who did they play this weekend? Nebraska at home.
Nebraska at home.
So how did you feel about Shador this week? I know we talked about.
I still like Shador. I said last week.
Okay.
I like Shador in church. Now, them boys started off shaky. But boy, is Shador smooth. The only thing that I don't like about Shador, or I would say don't like, that I feel like he needs to fix or needs to do, I want to see him run more.
We talked about that.
Yeah, I want to see. I feel like even the announcer said, Shador holds the ball too long.
Now, one thing I'll give him credit for, the announcer also said was, like Jalen Rowe, for example, sometimes he holds it exactly. Sometimes Shador will hold it and it ends up being a sack instead of a turnover. Versus another player will try to force a play, which again, the answer can be run and get a couple yards. But I'd rather him take a sack and throw a pick.
I agree with you to an extent. But see, Miro get out there too fast.
Okay.
A lot of things, he put his trust in his legs way too much.
Yeah.
Shador has the arm. Shador makes incredible reads. Shador has a bailout and Travis Hunter. But the thing about Shador...
And Horn, too.
Yeah, and Horn. And Edwards. So he has a complete core. The thing about Shador is when he gets into a tight space or he needs to run, he might create timing, but I just want to see him not be Lamar Jackson, but use your legs and
Okay.
go get you a first. Because you can run, he can take a hit. We've been seeing this in high school. We've seen that at Jackson State.
Even that rushing touchdown against Nebraska this weekend was nice.
Yes. So
Yeah.
we see he can run.
Yeah.
I just wish he'd do it more.
I can agree with that.
Or like you take the sack, cool, but just don't look down the field so long. It should be 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, he kind of
and then-
passed it a little
Yeah,
bit.
he pat like he a term that my stepdad told me while I was learning football. He patting the baby way too much.
Yeah.
Go ahead and take off, bro. Go get your first down. Go like have you seen the video on Instagram that him and his dad, the interview with his dad? They walked from the 40.
Oh yes, and he's
To
his
the
dad
goal line.
to the goal
To the
line,
line.
and then when
And
he
they
comes
come back
back,
in,
he's
he's
coach.
coach.
Got you.
He said, Dion said, if you have to run, slide, because we need you. So yeah, the thing is, Shador can run, slide. Now, we both said his O-line's not the best. We said
Yeah.
lineman and Jr. not the best.
Yeah. Oh, Andy.
How many sacks you gonna let Shador take before he gets seriously hurt?
Yeah. So he got to use his legs.
He gotta use his legs. Yeah, don't turn the ball over, take your sack, tuck the ball, go to the ground. But how many sacks are
That's
so
true.
you either gotta fit the O-line quickly, or you gotta tell, hey, go get you a first down, slide,
Okay,
next
so
play.
I think I'll say a couple less sacks a game because I think he's got like 4 or 5, maybe 2 or 3
Mhm.
instead
Yeah,
of
let
couple less
sacks.
sacks a game.
Because as you go down that stretch, you finna get better D-line.
Yeah.
I am more impressed with the D-line. I would say the D-line did way better.
Yeah. Well,
than what
their
they
defense as a whole against
did way
Nebraska
better.
looked better.
But that D-line was the shaky part.
Yeah.
That D-line was the shaky part.
Yeah. So now we're gonna get to NFL, and you see the Packers hitting big Aaron Rodgers guy, and 4 plays in, man, the torn Achilles. It's crazy. It's almost unimaginable that all the hype the Jets were getting, being on Hard Knocks and all the Super Bowl expectations, that it's over just like that. So now my question is: do you think Aaron Rodgers is done? And even if he comes back, do you think the Jets can be real contenders?
I think the Jets can be, cause he out for the season, correct?
Yeah, so my thing is he's gonna be turning 40. How is Aaron Rodgers gonna look at 40 off an Achilles?
Before I get into that, make sure y'all follow the Instagram boys from the low. Me and Miles did post our predictions there. We had a couple comments. Thanks for everybody that slid up on the
For
comments.
sure.
I had struggle bus week. My
Yeah,
predictions did not go so well.
We'll say I'm 1-0, 1-1. We'll keep scoring.
Yeah, we keep scores. So Miles is 1-0 right now. So make sure y'all go follow. I put it at the bottom right here. Boys from Low Instagram. TikTok coming soon. Logo coming soon. Stay in touch. But I do think so. Okay, I think as long as the Jets give Aaron Rodgers weapons, Aaron Rodgers will be okay.
I want to agree with you, especially as much as I love Aaron Rodgers. But it's one of those
And
things.
he needs an O-line.
That's my thing. We're looking at him at 40, off an Achilles. Is he still going to be Aaron Rodgers? I don't know.
I
He'll be
think
better than Zach Wilson.
I think he'd be Aaron Rodgers. So here's my thing. When we say Aaron Rodgers, what Aaron Rodgers are we comparing to?
Okay, I don't think the Aaron Rodgers we got last year in Green Bay, I don't think he was good enough to win them Super Bowl. I think Aaron Rodgers in 2021, 2020 was good enough.
Mm-hmm.
But he went back-to-back MVP, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can he be MVP? He don't even have to win it. Can he be MVP caliber again?
Yes. I don't say MVP caliber. If he's not MVP caliber, he's a little less. But I think he can get to the Jets to the playoffs. And the reason
once you make the playoffs,
and the reason I say this is Achilles, yeah, that's a big thing. If it's not what we say towards ACL, it's
Achilles probably worse than his.
yeah. So it's somewhere in that caliber. So this is my thing. I say about Aaron Rodgers. That's not affecting his arm.
True.
And we also know Aaron Rodgers has a dog mentality when he wants to have it.
Yeah.
So, and the thing about this is, we can say Aaron Rodgers has better weapons right now in Green Bay, not Green Bay, in Jets than he had at the Packers. With a better defense
Okay.
too.
Yeah.
With a better defense
Yeah.
also.
Oh no, the Jets defense. Their defense is Super Bowl ready. For them to turn over Josh Allen 4 times.
So when we can say yeah, congratulations to Jet defense player with 3 picks. Congrats. So, but to say that he has better defense, they can also bail out a 40-year-old Aaron Rodgers.
Okay.
But my thing about the Jets, when you go into this next draft, when you go to free agency, when you go to trades, preparing for Aaron Rodgers to come back, your O-line needs to be the number one O-line in the league if you want to be Super Bowl contenders, or even I think you need to bring one more receiver to match Garrett Wilson.
Okay. You don't even got to be Garrett Wilson, but you know,
not to match. I don't mean match Garrett Wilson, but to have you need a second guy. Yeah, you need opposite side of the field.
Yeah.
You either need a slot or you need another X or Z.
Okay.
So, but I think you need the number one thing. You just need to go in. I need an O-line to protect a 40-year-old Aaron Rodgers if we want to go somewhere.
Okay.
If not, Zach Wilson.
Yeah, I know Zach Wilson not ready. He's not there.
We're gonna have a long season. If you think that now it also comes to the Jets front office, with a 40-year-old Aaron Rodgers coming back, do we want to get Zach Wilson going and get a quarterback out the draft?
I don't know.
Because let me ask you this: what do you think the Jets' record gonna be now?
They still might make the playoff. They might. Their defense is like.
But do you believe in Zach Wilson offense?
No. Like even if they make the playoffs, they're a first round exit because now we're talking about them playing the Bills, the Jack, which they did just beat the Bills. But I expect them to be better playoff teams.
If we can get them, so see, the thing is that if you get let's say they don't make the playoffs.
Okay.
Do you personally want to get rid of Zach Wilson?
It depends on what's available. I've always been hesitant. We talked about this with San Fran. I've always been hesitant to reach for that rookie in the draft when it comes to quarterbacks. And now I kind of feel stuck because Zach Wilson's not the answer. But at the same time, I don't want to draft a guy just to draft him. Like, let's say they missed the playoffs, they got like the 15th pick. Who's going to fall to them at 15 that is better than Zach Wilson on paper? Because they took Zach Wilson too. So now I kind of feel maybe trade for somebody, but in the draft, I don't know if that's the answer.
I thought you could take somebody in the draft because we've seen what Zach Wilson can do. We've seen that Zach Wilson is probably not the answer for the Jets.
Right.
So if we can get rid of Zach, let's get another quarterback under Aaron Rodgers. Cause we got to think this series a two-time MVP. Four-time MVP. My fault. Two-time back MVP. Four-time MVP. That's a lot of knowledge. So, like Aaron Rodgers said, you know who I am. Exactly. I don't know you, but you know who I am.
So is the dude they're going to draft? Because Zach Wilson getting that same thing. So now, are we saying that rookie is going to be better than Zach Wilson under Aaron Rodgers? I don't know.
We don't know because we don't know who the rookie is.
Exactly.
But we can give the rookie. Coming in with a quarterback, in my opinion, you're giving the quarterback a fair chance, sort of say. Because you have your bust. Like, first year Trevor Lawrence, you probably could have said this man would be a bust. Now this man just went to the playoffs, against Justin Herbert, came back.
Right. So now it's Zach Wilson's second year. And he spent the whole offseason behind Aaron Rodgers. Of course, he's not Trevor Lawrence. Yeah. But I think he deserves a chance for us to see if we can genuinely sit here and say Zach Wilson will be better than whoever our draft pick is in the first round.
Yeah, now personally, I just don't think that's going to happen. But
I don't either.
But all I was saying is, I don't think it's going to happen, but he can prove it. Yeah, prove exactly. The haters wrong. I ain't hating on Zach, but prove me wrong. Show me that you can be the guy. You got Garrett Wilson. You have a defense.
And you got Breece Hall and Dalvin Cook.
And you got Breece Hall and Dalvin Cook. So show me that A-Rod's going, I'm your man. If A-Rod come back 40 and can't do it, keep me another year. So,
and I think that's how I answer your question. If I'm the Jets or draft a quarterback, it depends 100% on what Zach Wilson does this year right now. If he shows me he's good enough, keep Zach Wilson. If not, I guess we have to move on and have a choice.
I agree. So getting into the Bengals, man.
It's bad. Joe Burrow just got paid, what, $275 million? And 0 touchdowns. Not, I want to say like 100-something passing yard. Like, it was bad. They lost to the Browns, and I mean, that's just not what you expect out of a team that has Super Bowl aspirations. 0 touchdowns as a team, and your quarterback literally just became a highest paid player. So I think now, going into Baltimore week 2, they're going to have a chip on their shoulder. And I know I picked Baltimore to win the division. And I think this, if last week didn't happen, I would 100% say Baltimore. But I feel like this is a bounce back week for Cincinnati. I feel like they're going to have something to prove against Lamar Jackson. And Lamar's probably going to have a good game, but he played pretty bad against Houston too, but that's a different conversation. I think Cincinnati going to get it done.
Man, I've been waiting to talk about this all day. Me and Miles sat down the hall having a conversation.
Please, go ahead.
About Josh Allen and Joe Burrow. I was Josh. He was Joe.
Now, can I say this quickly before you go?
Go ahead.
He's going to try and use Joe Burrow, his poor performance, as a reason to pick
Poor
Josh.
ain't the word. That's garbage.
Yes.
That was garbage, man.
Josh Allen single-handedly lost the Bills week 1, so I don't think this really does anything. Because realistically, they both lost week 1 regular season, and you can point at both of them and say it was their fault. So, yeah, Joe was bad, so was Josh. Josh had 3 picks and a fumble himself.
Cool. 14, 31, 82 yards. 14, 31.
4 turnovers?
14, 31, 82 yards.
That's bad.
24, 3.
That's bad. Don't get me wrong.
22-16, 1 touchdown, 236 yards, 4 turnovers.
4
Yeah,
turnovers.
you gotta protect the ball.
Game.
But hey, man, 236 and touchdown, 14, 31, 82 yards.
It doesn't show me anything.
I'm betting on stats, baby.
Week 1, if you're telling me
it was better against a better defense.
You're telling me the dude I think is better passed for 80 yards, no touchdowns, took the L. The dude you think is better, 4 turnovers, took the L. All you have to do is put up 60.
And it's a better defense.
All you have to do is
a
put
better
up.
defense.
No, listen, you're taking out context. Zach Wilson comes in the game. The life was out the stadium. Josh Allen throws a pick, gives him life. Throws another pick, gives him life. Throws another pick.
Against a better defense.
Yes, and he's supposed to be the second best quarterback in the league. You can't do that.
Better than what Joe did. Joe would be second best.
Exactly. Neither one of them did anything, so why am I moving Josh ahead? They're both.
He'd be way better than Joe. Look at his stats. You a stat guy.
Yes.
You a stat guy.
4 turnovers is deflating.
Cool. No touchdown against the Browns.
They both sucked.
The Browns.
They both sucked.
But who sucked more?
I'd rather have 80 yards and less turnovers than 4 turnovers. I promise you, because he is single-handedly losing in the game. Josh Allen, of course, you're gonna lose it as a quarterback. He said it himself.
I
lost the game.
I got 4 turnovers against a better defense.
If I'm the second best quarterback in the league,
I have 4 turnovers against a better
if
defense.
I'm the second best quarterback in the league, I would expect I can beat the Aaron Rodgers-less Jets.
Joe also has
Yes.
a better.
I would expect they both do
wide
better.
receiving core.
I would expect they both do better.
And Josh just did this.
So what I'm saying is, Joe did terrible. Okay, let's say Joe was the worst in the league week 1. I can give you that. Josh was bottom 5, so off a bottom 5 performance and a bottom 1 performance in the first week of the season, now Josh is better? No. They're both bad right now. They're both bad.
Who Cincinnati has next?
Baltimore.
Who Josh has next?
Who do the Bills have next? I think, yeah. But I think, see, that's the thing. Joe has a chance. That's my point. Joe played terrible week 1. Horrible. If he goes into Baltimore and gets the win, it's not going to matter. The conversation is different now because he proved it. Both of them have a chance at a race to win. Nobody starts the season. Nobody's perfect. And for us to sit here and act like 4 turnovers is just miles better than 80 passing yards.
Jimmy had 200 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jimmy.
So we're going to say after week 1, Jimmy's better than Josh and Joe? That's what I'm...
Jimmy Garoppolo?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Right, so I'm saying the 4 turnovers don't prove he's better than Joe. Joe played terrible, don't get me wrong. But Josh did too. So they got a chance to turn it around.
Hey, in the comment section, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow.
Y'all know the real, man. Y'all know the real.
Hey, in debates right now, we're going to also do debates on the public, asking the public opinions. Right now, I'm 1-0 against Cooper Kupp and Stephon Diggs.
And I want to say, he won that fair and square. When Cooper Kupp comes back, you're going to see what I was talking about. That's all I got to say when he comes back.
Getting to the next topic about the NFL. Tua Tonga Bailoa, baby. Tua Tonga Alabama raised lefty, baby. Y'all seen Tua, man. This man over here.
I'm a Tua hater.
I don't believe in Tua.
I'm a Tua hater.
I don't think Tua can do it. I don't believe in Tua. I think Tua can do it. Man hating on Tua, saying Tua don't do it. He's having yards too. I think it was 466. If I'm not mistaken.
Week 1, you don't have to say anything about stats. I saw it. Tua proved me wrong straight up, especially because I had the Chargers making the playoffs over them. And now, one thing I will say, the Dolphins, this didn't show me anything relating to Justin Herbert because it was, 38-35 or something like that.
The score was 30-34.
Right. It wasn't defense. I mean, it wasn't offense. The Chargers' offense put up 34 points. Their defense can't play. But that has nothing to do with Tua and Tyreek Hill going out there. And Jalen Watt. Tua led a great offense. He took us to a dub. He put up 36 points. I can't hate on that.
28-45, 466 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Now, when we was watching, we were watching the game. I forgot what game we were watching.
The Bears.
No, it was Eagles and.
Nah, I was watching Bears Packers.
But what game before that? Remember we watched one game. It was the Eagles and the Patriots.
Okay.
Remember we were struggling to get out of the game, so we watched the Miami game.
Yeah.
I told him what the stats was. He was like, I gotta see how the passes was, because they were just Tyreek, Tyreek had 215 yards. Larry receptions, 2 touchdowns. So yeah, Tyreek was the main wide receiver. For 466.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can't hate on that.
Tua, baby. Tua, baby. I need the same performance next week, bro. I don't know who you got, but I need the same performance. I felt with Tua that he does things that a lot of quarterbacks can do. He puts the ball in Tyreek Hill's hands. He puts the ball in Jalen Waddle's hands. He makes average throws. He has elite, speedy receivers. He puts the ball in their hands that make the plays. Even if I feel that way, I can't deny 400 yards and a win. 466. Give me the exact credit.
I can't deny 466 yards and a win against the Chargers.
Yeah, after you talk about Tua, I need you to give me exact credit, man.
I'll take my
Broncos this week against Pat Surtain.
And that's what I'm saying. If Tua keeps this up, I can't hate at all.
I wouldn't say I see 4 again. But I can see 3 for you.
It don't gotta be 3. If Tua keeps producing W's and we're looking at him saying, way to get the ball to Tyreek Hill, way to get the ball to Jalen Waddle, I can't hate.
No, I'm talking about Tua. That's what I'm talking about. Tua, great job. Always believe in you, Tua.
Justin Herbert's still better.
Man, please. Well, I can't argue that. I like Herbert. That could be. I wouldn't say I would take a side in that.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the teams are different.
Yeah, I want.
If you give Herbert, Hill, and Waddle, I mean,
I want to take a side in that. I probably like that'd be a debate. I probably take to a side, but I say agree. I probably would debate that. What to expect against next week? Oh, that's the Bengals. We already talked about that. My bad. Bills and Jets talked about that. All right, guys, let's get into the Packers and Falcons.
Okay, so y'all see the hoodie. It's very intentional. Green Bay is going to come into Atlanta. A lot of Falcons fans think the Falcons are going to beat the Packers for whatever reason. Y'all see it. Jordan Love is the future. He's taking us into Atlanta. We're going to win by 13. It's not going to be relatively close. Bijan is going to be an issue. You're going to throw the ball to Jair, to Adrian Amos, to Rasul Douglas, to Darnell Savage. It's not going to look good for y'all. You have anything to say against that? You can't really, but
you know how I feel about the Falcons. They played great in the first half. That's all I can say.
Jordan Love won't get it done. Jordan Love.
I mean, I'll take the Falcons side. Man, I don't care who wins. I've been sharing on this podcast. I do not care who wins that game. That's the most. These are one of the most.
Okay, it kind of is They're both 1-0. They both got a young quarterback in. We got to see who does it.
Hey man, I just want to see Cobb. I just want to see Bijan.
Not against Green Bay.
I want to see Jordan Love.
Yes.
I don't care about anybody. I watched the game, but Falcon fans, y'all one of the most prideful fans I've ever seen. Don't get y'all hopes up. That's all I gotta say. They have Falcons win ESPN matchup predictor 51.5% Falcons, 48.1% Green Bay.
I mean, it's in Atlanta. So that's got to play a part in it.
Yeah, but like I said, don't get your hopes up.
Please don't get your hopes up.
Go ahead, Tutor.
Who?
Tyler.
Okay, Tyler Algier. Yeah. The run game, hey, he's top 10 rushing yards right now. Like him and Bijan are both. The running backs aren't the issue. I can't look at the running back situation.
Yeah, man. I'm still standing on my case. Bryce Young, baby. Let's go. That's all I gotta say. I like Bijan. Don't get me wrong. Game 1, I like what Bijan did. But Bryce, I still got faith in you. He threw a pick. Questionable pick. But as a quarterback making a read, it happens. I'm still going to go with Bryce. And it's debatable. I won't take in, like, you say you don't agree. I won't be mad at you. Because it's debatable with Bijan being Bijan.
Yeah,
He had a pretty good run.
And they have to play each other again.
Yeah, so I still like Bryce. Just because what I've seen from him, like the way he was so poised in the pocket. Like, and he was doing that in preseason also. Preseason. But he was looking poised. He threw the pick, but you didn't really see him down. Okay, I threw the pick. Next play, keep going.
Yeah.
So, going from that, he like Green Bay is getting to his 49ers, man.
Hey, no. Let's not talk about the 49ers. Let's talk about your Steelers and how they did not show up against the 49ers. The 49ers were like the best team in the league week 1 against your Steelers. So I'll let you take it for you.
I don't know what they talk about.
I mean,
bad. Oh man, that was
offensively, the receivers, Brock Purdy is connecting with everybody. Christian McCaffrey on the ground. Like, offensively, the 49ers look flawless. Defensively, I mean, I think at one point the total yardage was 189 for the 49ers to one individual yard for the Steelers. There's nothing you can do about that.
I will say
There's
this.
nothing you can do about that.
I will say this. We got our butt toward the frame. But I will say this. I am content with how Kenny Pickett played.
Sure. I can't even argue. I can't even argue.
2 interceptions, I'll take it. From the quarterback that last year was going back and forth with him and Trubisky.
Yeah.
I'm content
He played
with 31-46, 230 yards, a touchdown. I'll take it. I'm very content.
Against San Fran, that's not terrible.
I'll take that. So I can work with that. I can work with 64 yards, 5 receptions for Aaron Rodgers. I need a little more production from Najee Harris, 6 carry, 31 yards.
That's San Fran, though.
It is San Fran. It just.
I think that's more San Fran than it is him. They just loading the
I'm
box.
not blaming him.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I need some way, like, if we can get 50 to 60 yards against San Fran, with the Steelers being a run team, or how we started off run team, we're getting a little more into our passing now.
Yeah.
But if we can get a little more production out of Najee, I'm not saying it's Najee's fault. I ain't saying Najee had a bad game because it's San Fran.
Yeah.
But if we can just find some way to get Najee a couple more yards, a couple more carries.
So turn it around this week against Cleveland.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because 6 carries, bro, with Najee.
Yeah.
I need at least give me about 8. Give me close to 10.
Yeah.
Let's see now if the defense or whoever we're playing just stuffing Najee or Najee can't get it going. All right, we take the ball in Najee's hands. But I need, like, it's 4 quarters. I need more than 6 carries, bro, out of Najee here.
And let me say this on record now: the Browns will beat the Steelers in week 2. Unfortunately, Kobe.
I'm taking Steelers. Now, on my prediction, I put Steelers. I'm going to be honest. Anytime you see my prediction, once again, at Boys From Low on Instagram, anytime you see my prediction, I'm going to take the Steelers. I literally put bias by my.
You see, my prediction is real. The Packers are not going 17-0. I know that. They're going to beat the Falcons. And the Steelers are going to lose to the Browns. Letting you know right now.
I'm taking, now that's one game. I'm taking Steelers. I'm taking, like, San Fran, I kind of knew how that was going to go. The blowout hurt my heart. I'm taking Steelers. Are we home?
It doesn't matter.
Oh, it matters. We get home.
Deshaun Watson and the Browns looked great.
We're home too. We're home. We're in Heinz Stadium. We're home. We're taking that.
Watson.
We're taking that.
I like Deshaun Watson.
We're taking that. So hey, we'll show our prediction on Instagram too.
We will.
But right now I'm gonna shoot you a week 2. You give me a prediction, all right?
Okay.
Seahawks Lions.
Lions. Seahawks.
Raiders Bills.
Bills.
Ravens Bengals.
Bengals.
Chiefs Jaguars.
Chiefs. The Chiefs are going to make a statement getting Travis Kelce back against the Jaguars, for sure.
Chargers Titans.
Chargers.
Packers Falcons.
Packers.
Colts Texans.
Colts.
Bears, Bucks.
Those are two. The Bucks beat the Vikings. Bucks.
All right, my fault. CJ Stroud, 240 yards. That's not bad. I ain't get to his stats. Giants, Cardinals.
Giants, they're gonna bounce back.
49ers, Rams.
49ers, but the Rams are nice. I talked about that last year. I think the Rams will make the playoffs.
Might be one of the game of the week right here. Jets, Cowboys.
Cowboys, but if the Jets defense plays how they did last week and they force Dak to turn the ball over, it's anybody's game.
Commander, Broncos.
I like the Broncos. Russell Wilson will get a win this week.
Dolphins and Patriots.
Dolphins. The Patriots can't score with them.
Steelers, Browns.
Browns.
You said it right the first
Browns.
time.
Browns.
You said it right the first time.
Browns.
You know who he's hard. Saints and Panthers.
Saints win that division. Said that last week.
So, and then Eagles, Vikings before they played, we had.
I had the Eagles.
Okay. So, I had Eagles. Seahawks, Lions. Who you took?
Seahawks. I don't like them starting 0-2. I just feel like they're gonna go in and get a win.
Seahawks is my second favorite team, but I'm gonna go Lions.
I think the Lions are a better team.
I'm gonna go Lions. I can see them going 2-0.
I can see them going 2-0, but I don't see this. If the Seahawks won last week, I'll say Lions.
I still go Lions. I'm gonna go Lions, Bills. I'm gonna go Ravens, Chiefs.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Chargers.
Okay. Over Titans, yeah.
I'm gonna go Falcons. I don't care, but I'm gonna go Falcons.
Yeah.
I won't be mad. Colts, Texans. Who did you take?
I took the Colts. That's a toss-up, though. They're both young, and I took the Colts, though.
CJ Stroud versus Anthony Richardson. I'll come back with my Instagram prediction for that one. I personally just don't know. Bears and Bucks. Who you took?
Bucks. The Bears look terrible. Justin Fields looks good. The Bears look terrible.
I'll take Bucks.
The Bears look terrible.
Giants, Cardinals. I'll take Giants.
Yes.
49ers, Rams. Taking 49ers. Jets, Cowboys. Who you took?
Cowboys. The Jets aren't gonna. The Cowboys. Can we talk about them last week? 40-0.
Yeah.
40.
If Jets had Aaron Rodgers, I'd take Jets.
Yes, exactly. But for them to hold the Giants to 0,
I'll take Cowboys. I'll take
Zach
Cowboys.
Wilson's not.
Dolphins, Patriots, I'm gonna take Dolphins. Commander, Broncos, I'm gonna take Bronx. Brown. Let me just say this. The man might have lost. 2 touchdowns, 177 yards, 27-34. Let's go, Russ.
I picked the Broncos.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying. Around last podcast, I just said, Russ.
Yeah.
Man might have took a loss.
But that's the thing, though. You gotta win that game.
You do.
You do.
But at least he lost. Like last year, Russ was just yankers.
Well, okay, yes, but he only put up 16 points. Russ makes too much money and has been too successful to lose and only putting up 16.
Agreed. But I'm just saying, from last year.
Yeah, it's better than last year. But
we got like
we don't
have faith.
That's true. It's better than last year.
Brett
You don't pay Russell Wilson.
Brett had teammates in his face from the head coach. Had meetings.
Yeah.
Bronco country. That's right.
You don't pay him to be better than last year, though. You pay him to be Seattle Russell Wilson.
Yeah, you do.
And that last week wasn't Seattle Russ.
Dolphins, Patriots, Dolphins, Steelers,
Yes.
Browns, Steelers, Saints, Panthers.
I told you about them Panthers, bro. They're not the ones. It's the Saints. The Saints are winning that division. Lock that in, like. But you're still gonna pick the Panthers, aren't you?
Give me Saints.
Thank you. Derek Carr is by far the best quarterback in that division. That's all that comes down to.
305 yards, they can argue that. Well, with 10 completions.
You can. Derek Carr is. He is the reason that the Saints are going to make the playoffs, single-handedly. That's the last game of this week?
That's the Monday night game.
Okay. Because yeah, it's two. It's Saints, Panthers, and
It's still within the round.
yeah.
8-15 and the other 7-15.
Yeah. Those would be interesting games.
Yeah, I know what game I'm watching.
I will too.
I'll pick-
Just to prove him right.
I'll
Prove
pick-
him wrong.
I pick, hey man, hey, that's twice now. You know who gonna win that game, man. That's twice now. You know you're already gonna win that game. I'll take Saints, but I'm gonna root for Bryce to have a good
I
game.
can't be mad at that. I like Bryce.
I'm gonna root for Bryce to have a good game. Just cause like Bryce, Bryce is don't get me wrong, I have nothing against Bijan. Bryce is my rookie of the year candidate.
That's cool. Week 1, Bijan outperformed.
Yeah, he did.
And New Orleans got a defense. They got Cam Jordan, they got Mario Davis, they got Tyrann Mathieu, they got a defense.
How do you feel about this Chiefs and Jazz game week 2?
I think the way the Chiefs played, let me put that out there. We talked about last week. Without Travis Kelce, the Chiefs pass catchers are suspect. None of them stepped up.
God dang, Kadarius.
None of them stepped up. So,
What was it, 6 drops? 8 drops?
as a team, they had 6. Now,
6?
I think a couple of those we will call drops. They're not technically drops, but
I know some I call like some passes from Patrick was high, but it was
you got
catchable.
That's what I'm saying. I don't
It's
think you
catchable.
can't count those as drops.
I mean,
Those
we gotta count it as
Yeah.
drops, but ain't Kadarius, man. Nah, hey, Valdez,
He had 2 catches though.
don't care.
2 catches.
Hey,
Don't get me wrong, those were good 2 catches, but
Listen.
2 catches. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
he was
nobody showed they're that guy. So
I agree with that. I'm just saying, thank you, Valdez.
yeah, he can catch. He can catch apparently.
Him and
I think it was Justin Ross and Rasheed Rice.
Rice. That's something.
Yeah.
Was it Rice I'm thinking of?
Yeah.
I think it's Rice I'm
He
thinking
caught the
of.
touchdown.
Kadarius, man,
To me,
struggle bus.
if Travis Kelce comes back, he is gonna have a huge 100+ yards.
Travis gonna come
touchdown.
back. You tell the Chiefs winning?
If he doesn't come back,
Yeah.
absolutely not. Ooh, Patrick. I don't know. Like Patrick Mahomes, the way he played against the Lions, made all the right plays for the Chiefs to win the game. He put it in Kadarius Toney's hands, and it ended up being a Lions touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, in my opinion, can't play any better than he did.
And Kadarius got to catch those.
Yeah, so
But in my thing, if that pops up like the way it popped, Kadarius, the ball came here and it popped. If your head don't turn around and swat that ball down real quick, bro.
So I feel like going into Jacksonville, Patrick Mahomes is gonna have a chip on his shoulder, and he's gonna make those right throws. Can we trust his receivers to catch it?
I don't think it's Patrick though. That had a chip on his shoulder.
Oh yes, it will be because he's Patrick Mahomes. He
Yeah, it's
knows.
because Patrick. But my thing is though, Patrick, yeah, it was suspect. Some throws were suspect, but it wasn't necessarily Patrick.
No, I'm not saying it was his fault. Knowing that he's Patrick Mahomes, he's made 3 Super Bowls in 5 years, all that type of stuff. He's gonna have a chip on his shoulder, not to prove that he played bad last week. Prove, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's gonna have a chip on his shoulder because we are the Kansas City Chiefs. We cannot go 0-2.
So who put that chip on his shoulder? He is right.
I guess he's putting it on his own shoulder. Like the expectation.
If you gonna say chip on the shoulder, let's make it clear. That'll be Patrick putting that chip.
Oh, he's on shoulder. Yeah.
Because as fans, we're not putting that
No.
on him.
I'm not saying Patrick Mahomes played.
Okay.
Bad. I'm saying, and we just talked about Trevor Lawrence being 1-0, and Patrick Mahomes starting 0-1. I feel like now.
Georgia State, man, God love.
I feel like Patrick Mahomes being 0-1 against a team that just beat in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna come in and feel like I gotta beat them. You know what I mean? Like, not that he played bad. He knows he has to go 1-1. If he starts 0-2, the Chiefs might be in trouble. They might be in trouble.
I agree with that. I just want to make clear who's putting that chip on.
No, it's himself. Like,
Okay,
the expectation.
I was as fans, we can't blame that, man.
I'm saying we're the reigning defending Super Bowl champions, and we're starting 0-2. Patrick Mahomes is going to have a chip on his shoulders to not allow that to happen. Now, if Travis Kelce comes back, they win. I'm not going to say easily, but pretty assuredly, like, he gets 100 yards. Patrick Mahomes passes for 350 yards, and they go into Jacksonville. I think it's in Jacksonville. They go into Jacksonville, they come out with a W, and they're both looking at 1-1 versus no Travis Kelce. I don't trust anybody on Kansas City to be that guy. I don't.
All right, so we're seeing how the Giants had 40-0 Cowboys. So I'm gonna shoot you the rest of the Giants roster.
Okay.
I want you to tell me who's winning, who's not.
Okay.
Giants Cardinals.
That's the Giants got that.
Giants 49ers.
49ers got that.
Giants Seahawks.
I like the Seahawks.
Giants Dolphins.
I like the Dolphins.
Giants Bills.
I like the Bills.
Giants Commanders.
I like the Giants.
Giants Jets.
I like the Giants. I like the Giants.
The Jets?
Huh?
I take Jets for that. Giants Raiders.
I like the Giants.
I'll take Raiders. Giants Cowboys.
I like the Cowboys.
Giants Commanders. I say split.
Yeah, so I'll give it to the Commanders this time.
Giants Patriots.
I like the Patriots.
Giants Packers. Giants Saints.
I like the Saints.
Giant Eagles.
Eagles.
Giant Rams.
Rams.
Giant Eagles.
Eagles again. The Eagles sweep them. Unfortunately for the Giants, even though they made the playoffs last year and they brought back most of the same players, their schedule is rough.
So
looking at that,
let me ask you this. So they have Darren Waller. They have Saquon. They have Daniel Jones.
yes.
In your opinion, what do the Giants need?
They need a better quarterback. They overpaid Daniel Jones. He's not worth what he's making. And then on top of that, they need to deepen their wide receiver.
Did you see the stat? I wish I sent it to you. It was Hurts, Jones, and a couple of quarterbacks.
Yes, they combined for like 700 something million.
And they only had one touchdown.
Yes. And I feel like Daniel Jones being on that list isn't as much of a fluke. That's who he is. So I think that's one, they put too much money into their quarterback. Two, he doesn't have enough weapons at wide receiver. He has a top 5 running back and a top 5 tight end. But as far as their wide receivers go, he needs better weapons. Defensively, they're okay. Offensively, better wide receivers and better. If they get more consistent quarterback play out of Daniel Jones, they'll be all right. But until that day comes, I don't think they're making the playoffs. That's a hard schedule to overcome for a Daniel Jones-led team. I mean, it's Daniel Jones. Danny Dimes, but
Danny Dimes. Hey man, this memory lives in my head rent free when Daniel Jones broke for that run and he should.
That was the plays on top. Like obviously,
my head
obviously he didn't do it on purpose, but like, come on, Danny, you're supposed to score that. So I think until he eliminates things like those and those silly turnovers here and there.
So from week 1, way too early prediction.
Okay.
Do you see anybody Super Bowl contender?
That's not unexpected.
Yeah. Let's say is your Super Bowl winner, and let's say dark horse.
Okay. NFC 100% San Fran.
As your dark horse?
No. Like the real NFC winner is San Fran. AFC, I'm still gonna go Kansas City because they showed me if Travis Kelce's playing, they beat the Lions, and I don't have any questions. Dark horse. Out the NFC, the Rams. The Rams are my dark horse out the NFC. Now the AFC, I'll go Jaguars. I like how they played. I love Calvin Ridley and Trevor Lawrence together. That was great connection. So I'll say that's the dark horse. And my Super Bowl prediction, my real one, I gotta go Kansas City again. I can't bet against Patrick Mahomes until he gives me a reason to. And as long as Travis Kelce is playing, they're the best team in the league.
All right, Super Bowl, I agree. I'm gonna go NFC. I'm gonna go San Fran.
Yeah.
My dark horse, even though they're 0-2 right now.
Oh, Minnesota?
Minnesota.
Nah, Kirk Cousins not gonna get it done.
I just like seeing this from Kirk.
What's this?
Like he just like
he's playing good, but
yeah, he's like the thing I see with Kirk though, the way he's getting the ball with Jay. Yeah, I'm just seeing his reads, seeing like the first quarter in the beginning. I think he fumbled twice. I think one was a fumble by him, and one was a
Justin Jefferson fumbled.
Not
Alexander Madison fumbled.
Not them. I know. I'm just about Kirk.
Okay.
Kirk had a fumble, and I watched the game there. I want to say it wasn't him that fumbled, but I think it was like a mishandled snap or by the center. I just feel like Minnesota and the way they're playing, even if they lost to the Bucks, they just lost to the Eagles, but they're not totally bad losses.
No.
They're competing, and it's like a dark horse is. A dark horse, like I NFC. Who you say yours was?
The Rams.
I can get down the Rams, but I just feel like the way the Jets playing, Kirk's making a little better reads. Kirk can make better reads. He missed Justin a couple times for a first down, but he got it to like T.J. Hawkinson.
Yeah, T.J. Hawkinson had a great game.
And I think it was number 84. I can't remember his name, but he played good too.
And Jordan Addison's been looking nice.
And Addison's playing good. So I feel like my dark horse from them would be the Vikes.
My thing is, in order to be a dark horse, you got to win the game. They lost to the Bucks. Now, if they lost to the Eagles, sure. To me, when they lost to the Bucks, that showed me everything I needed to see.
So you didn't see it week 1?
Losing to the Bucks, the
Week
Baker
1?
Mayfield Bucks. That's crazy. The Tom Brady Bucks, okay. The Baker Mayfield Bucks.
Week 1, man. Week 1. I mean, hey, Chiefs lost to the Lions.
No Travis Kelce.
Still lost to the Lions.
No. The Lions and the Bucks are two. They're not the Baker Mayfield Lions.
Eagles struggled against the Patriots.
Hey, they got 2 wins though.
They struggled against the
They
Patriots.
got 2 wins.
AFC. Yeah, who would I go get Patrick Mahomes?
Yeah, you got to.
Dark horse by Steelers. I'm sorry, like I said.
Steelers.
Now, if I had to go,
okay, eliminate the Steelers. Eliminate the Steelers.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you another one. Dolphins.
I can live with
Easy
saying
one.
that.
Dolphins. Let two play that is. That might 3 to 4 weeks from now. That might not be a dark horse no more.
Okay, not even right now.
That might not even be a dark horse. Somebody gotta go. Let's just say let's eliminate Dolphins too. Well, let's see how the Lions play. Let's see how the Browns play.
Lions NFC.
Who was yours?
Jacksonville.
Lions. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's see how the Browns play. Let's see how the.
I thought about the Browns, but I don't like them in Jacksonville.
I'm sorry, not Lions. I'm sorry. I just had. I was looking at the Lions. I'm sorry, I said the wrong team.
Do we count the Ravens as a dark horse?
No.
Okay, so the Jaguars.
Who was I just thinking? Jaguars. I'm sorry.
Okay, so Jaguars. Yeah, Jaguars. I like Travis Etienne. I like Trevor Lawrence. I like Calvin Ridley. They got a great offense, and I think that's what you need in the AFC is to put up points to beat teams. And if Trevor Lawrence will turn the ball over, they can score with anybody.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, guys, we're wrapping it up. I'm Coco.
I'm MK.
Boys Front Low, episode 2, wrapping up. Remember to follow the Instagram, be on the lookout, turn notifications on, comment, and leave a like.
And subscribe too.
Subscribe too. All right, guys, we're out.